Cleveland Wings have choked.
Fantastic. That's where Ian Hunter lives.
Yeah.
And they play one of his songs before the games. I can't remember which one.
Cleveland Rocks.
Yes, Cleveland Rocks.
Yeah, it's one of those very. If you're from Cleveland, you know the words. As soon as you said Ian Hunter, I had Cleveland Rocks. The whole thing in my head. I can't sing, so.
Hoople in about 73 at the Royal Albert Hall.
Oh, wow.
And they got most of the rock groups banned. After that, there was no rock groups for quite a while. Because Mott the Hoople had a bit of a mad following, even though they were long-haired and that. They were a bit of a rowdy crowd compared with a lot of rock crowds. I mean, Mick Jones was there. He was a big fan of the Clash, and I was as well when I was 17 or whatever. And within 2 or 3 songs, I was from up what they call the gods, right up the very top. And I shimmied down this massive, great big red velvet curtain, and I was on the stage next to the drummer. And I said, "Oh, give us your drumstick," and all these old security guys who do the classical concerts, dressed like, the Penguins, black and white. They couldn't handle it at all, And he gave me his drumstick, and I went home the next day. Well, that night, put it on the mantelpiece, and the next day I got home from work after my dad got home, and I said, "Where's my drumstick? Where's my drumstick?" And he said, "Oh, that old bit of dowel, which is rod, And he said, "Oh, that's only the bit that's left. It was the tapered bit that, I said, "Where's the other bit?" He said, "There it is," and he'd fucking cut it up for his canary, for a perch.
See, the canary was shitting on the drumstick.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. Yeah.
I hope you educated Dad after that.
He didn't know anything about it. He's an old-fashioned dad. He'd be 100 if he was alive. He'd rock music, and my dad, he used to go to the music hall and see people like Max Miller. I don't know if he can say anything to you, but that was their entertainment before telly and all that. Go to the music hall.
A totally different world from what we've grown up in.
Vaudeville and whatever in America. Then we could call it music hall.
All of that, yes.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, that's that bit. Sorry, I was just rabbiting on.
Hey, no, that was good. I found that very interesting. And you've been in music forever.
Well, not forever. I mean, the first group I was in was the Lurkers, and I joined in March 77, but I left in November 77 after the first 2 singles. And my only real regret is not playing on the first album.
Right.
But, I got it all back together in 87 through Die Toten Hosen wanted to put us on tour with them and finance a comeback album, the German band. And I didn't want to sing. I wanted to be play the bass like I did in 77. But Pete Stride wouldn't have Howard, the original singer, back. So he said, "Why don't you sing?" And we get Nigel Moore, who played on the album, the two albums that they made. And so I just became the singer until Nigel left. And then, because it was Thatcher's Britain, we tightened our belts, as they say, and became a 3-piece. And then Pete Stride left 25 years ago, but I've been the singer for 30 years now.
And you've been keeping it going, and very well loved.
Yeah. It's not a big thing by any means, as most people know, but it gets in your blood and it's hard to stop,
Exactly. And you've also played with some other bands. You've played with 999.
I still play for 999. I've done 27, nearly 27 and a half years with 999. Yeah. And I've played once for the Vibrators, once for Hazel O'Connor. I played for the Business on an American tour and a few other gigs. That didn't last long. Didn't want to do it anymore. And God, I've played for a band called the Blubbery Hellbuddies, which was a punk country band for 5 years. And I don't know if I've played with anyone else, I can't remember. Yeah, a few other things that you maybe no one's ever heard of,
They all kind of blend together too after a while, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's always been down a punky kind of route, really. I'm not really good at anything else. I can do a bit of country rock and roll, that's okay, but I play acoustic and sing doing that. Yeah. I enjoy doing that too,
It's just something a little bit different. And
Yeah.
And aside from music, you mentioned you work with an animal rescue.
Well, I do, yeah. I work for Animal Rescue where I live up near Newcastle upon Tyne, and I pick up donated furniture. That's what I do twice a week, and I enjoy doing it. It's good.
What kind of animals? Or is it just all?
It's just dogs and cats, really. They will take anything, but they don't tend to get much of anything else. I'm big. I've rescued many greyhounds and whippets and lurchers. I mean, I've got 6 dogs, so I've got 4 whippets, a greyhound, and a lurcher at the moment. I don't work them. I hate hunting and all that shit. I can't bear it, and I can't bear the racing game. So I've been working for the Animal Rescue is a great thing for me to do in between gigging. I enjoy doing it.
And you're saving animals who would have been in the racing or hunting and all those other things that are awful.
Well, them as well as all sorts of other dogs. But I mean, greyhound. A greyhound thing is very close to my heart more than any other because they're just totally abused. Yeah, they are. I just hate it. It's as simple as that. I actually
am very emotional talking about this because it's such a horrible thing, and I'm just so pleased that you're doing something to help these abused animals.
Well, I rescue a lot. I mean, I always have. I've never dropped below 4. Once I got up to 4, after only a couple of years when I started, I've fostered some as well, and then find find homes for them and all that stuff. So that's a thing that I like doing.
It's a very worthwhile thing. And what is the animal rescue, if anybody would like more information?
Far Place Animal Rescue. It's based in Weardale, which is like just outside Sunderland, not going out into the country there. But I don't work. I've never been to the rescue place because I just go in the town where I live, which is Stanley, North County Durham, and I just do 10, 15 hours a week picking up there. That's good. I just muck about with people and have a laugh with the people who are donating and whatever. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
And all for a good cause.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it for. I think I'd do it for cancer research and because they experiment on animals and I don't agree with that. You see. I wouldn't do it for
it's them. A double-edged sword.
I'd do it to help the aged, but I'd be helping myself then. You see. I collect furniture from myself and give it back to myself.
That's it. You could be recycling yourself.
Yeah, why not?
OAPs, furniture recycling.
Nearly there. Nearly bus pass land. I don't fucking get on a bus ever. I've got a van, haven't I?
Hey, but now you can go for free very soon, then.
Oh, yeah. Get free prescriptions now. I'm 60 odd,
There you go.
There you go. Yeah. I need a lot of them these days. The colostomy bags and the surgical stockings and that don't come cheap, you know what I mean?
No, not at all. And, we'll have to make sure that you get enough from the pharmacy at the right time.
Exactly.
All free.
Yeah, all free. Now.
Now that you've reached that sage age.
Well, that's all right, the sage age. Sage and thyme. Rosemary, sage and thyme. There you go.
That's it.